Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, where today we're going to be fighting another one of my favorite monsters in this game, and another monster that happens to be coming back in Monster Hunter Generations. So let's get to it. And you'll note that I'm using a different armor set. And that's because this monster, I don't need to use a bladed weapon to cut the tail of, and thus you know what monster it is. But anyway, them's the skills I got. This is a pretty nice set. And it uses a certain highly sought-after charm. But whatever. I forgot to eat. Again. Why am I so bad at this? Probably because I keep on being like, okay, I gotta get my item set ready before anything else, and then I'm used to dealing with items last, so I forget all about eating. That's probably it. That's right, he starts up top of the waterfall, doesn't he? Yeah, either way, it's nice to go around the flooded forest. Again, it's been a while since I've seen it. And aesthetically, I really do enjoy this map. I'm not a huge fan of swimming in it, mainly because the water is more murky. I'm totally fine with swimming, just I prefer when it's not so murky. And yeah, I feel like it's a well laid out map for the most part. And between that and the aesthetics, it's a pretty good map. I'm not a huge fan of its music, because this music barely fits anything other than gobble. But hey, gotta take what you can. This is a fairly large Duramboros. Oops. I haven't fought a Duramboros with a hammer in forever, by the way. It's been mostly switch axes for some time now. Whoop. But hey, with a hammer, we can get the tail, and we can get the KOs. And just think, one of the Fated Four in Monster Hunter Generations is actually larger than Duramboros. Yeah, Duramboros is neat. Like, I just realized not too long ago, but you can basically think of him as a reverse Uragon. He smashes things with his tail, and instead of rolling to get places, he spins and launches himself up. So really, just basically everything about him is just a backwards Uragon. And I honestly think that's kind of neat. Oh, thanks, Cha-Cha. Oh, you don't want to turn this way? Oh, tremors. Alright. Go ahead and launch yourself, buddy. I would get in there and attack, but my health kinda needed more of it. Ow. Thank you, Kayamba. Probably didn't need to dodge there. Yeah. He's a little bit better at hammering than I am. Mainly because his hammer is actually a part of him. But whatever. I can still get my hits in. And I'm not going to be the one losing this. So, he's going down to 2, I believe? Yeah. I should sharpen. Because purple sharp is nice to have. I know I certainly enjoy it. Alright, buddy. Just... there we go. You know what? He's not enraged. So let's just go ahead and do this. Sure, it's better when he's tired, but he's a brute wyvern. Brute wyverns all stay in pits for a long time. It's kind of their thing. Yeah, I didn't want you to come join me that way. Also, did he track on that, or was that just bad luck on my part? Another pretty fun thing about Duramboros is sometimes, you know, he'll turn his back to you and you think, okay, now he's running away or something. But no, he's just trying to get his tail to you. That was actually kind of interesting. Apparently, this water, there's no actual ground. Well, there is, but I was able to see his feet through it. That was weird. There's the KO I wanted. Ordinarily, I'd go for his back when he was down, but I want to get this thing at least broken. There we go. And then we can knock it off later. Plus, other than his humps, his weakest spot when you're using a hammer is actually his tail. Not the hammer at the end of it, but the actual tail part of the tail. Like the part that connects the hammer to the rest of him. That is his weakest spot for hammering, other than his humps, which are his weakest spot for everything. And it's kind of important to know Duramboros' weak spots because he has lots of HP. Yeah, it's basically like Deviljho and Elder Dragons are pretty much the only monsters that have more HP than Duramboros by default. Okay, buddy. Give me that tail. Oh, you're finally deciding to do this? What, really? Flashes are supposed to work. Except when he's enraged. Looks like they actually did work. They just didn't knock him over. The flashes are supposed to knock him over. Put your tail back down. There we go. Well, he's tired, so if he tries to do his little twinkle toes there again, he'll knock himself over. Was that a fake roar, or did I just happen to dodge through it? Sometimes, I don't know. Okay, he's actually leaving this time. Oh, hi. Wow, yeah. Either this Duramboros is giant or that Deviljho is smallish, because, again, Deviljho is usually supposed to be bigger. In my experience. I'll have to actually check my monster list at some point in the near future. And while he's knocking himself over... Duramboros, you're supposed to fall over when you're tired. I guess you're not tired, though. When did you stop being tired? Well, I'll just go ahead and do this. I don't mind getting face hits. I'd like to see him try and spin himself around again, because then I can at least get in there and knock him over my damn self. Ow. Oh boy. Okay, we need health. And now we've got health. Everything is fine. I'm glad that tail wasn't meant for me. Oh, gotta get in there. Oh boy. I don't usually like to get in when my weapon's already unsheathed. Oh man, he's traveling in a direction that I couldn't follow quickly enough. What the hell, Cha-Cha? Why you flinch the face when I want to get the tail? Maybe it was Kayamba. I honestly don't know who it was. All I know is I don't like it. Well, at least I ran out of stamina in a good spot. Positioning was good. Oh. Weapon away. First spin, second spin, and in we go. That's my usual strategy. And it works like a charm. So let's go ahead and bust up these humps. Yeah, it'll take another knockdown to do it. Okay, buddy. Let's go ahead and sharpen. Because again, purple sharp is nice. Plus this weapon has next to no white sharp, and if you go from purple to blue, you're losing 20% of your damage output. Actually, no, it's a 20% gain going from blue to purple, so it's more... It's not quite a 20% loss, because math is weird like that. But you know what I mean. Duramboros, are you okay? Are you leaving? Yeah, you're leaving. You just had to go around the tree. And we beat him in. Always interesting when that happens. Oh no, why are you spinning around in there? That was a paintball, not a flash. Okay, let's just get out of there. There we go. So the only break we have left is those humps. And those will be easy enough as long as we can get him to start doing his twinkle toes when he's not directly inside an exit. Especially if he's trying to get me with it, because then he won't be moving around while I'm trying to hit his tootsies. Oh, hi. Oh, up he goes. Weapon away. Don't get landed on by that. It's a guaranteed stun, unless you have negate stun or half stun. Basically, unless you've got something to prevent it from being a guaranteed stun, it's a guaranteed stun. Okay. Spin one, spin two, and in we go. And the reason I wait for those two spins is specifically that after the second spin, his tail actually gets stretched out by his momentum. So between those two spins, or rather between the second spin and the third spin, the safe zone stretches out. And basically, you've got a nice big window to get in. Whereas the window for getting in at any other point means you have to actually get fully clear of his tail during the duration of a single spin. And that can be difficult. Well, at least I hit something with that dung bomb. It's actually kind of weird using paintballs and dung bombs in this game relative to the 4th gen games. There's a much slighter arc to the throw. They travel a lot farther before dropping. Which I guess is one of the considerations they had initially made to help deal with the fact that the 4th gen games are far more vertical. So, for example, if your enemy was down a slope from you, you would actually want it to drop off faster. Whereas here, look how far out that goes before it drops. It's crazy. Alright, Durambros. You are not a happy camper. But that's okay. Oh, you stopped being enraged. Yes, please, spin. 1, 2, and see how it's stretched out on the other side there? Makes it nice and easy to get in then. When did I break these? I don't remember seeing it happen. Either way, we've got full brakes, so that's nice. And look how meaty those hits are. Feels good. Durambros is one of the monsters where I definitely prefer the main species to the subspecies. Mainly because having him inflict mud was entirely unnecessary. And also the fact that instead of tremoring, his tail slams will launch you up as if you'd been upswung. That also causes some issues. Oh, sure. Keep holding your face where I can't get it, jerk. 1, 2. Nice and easy. Oh, come on. I didn't even hit anything with that? Well, at least he didn't launch himself upward. Let's grab this sparkly before it goes away. I mean, I don't need it. I've already got the artisan's hammer. So, yeah, I was just grabbing it to have it, I guess. And there's actually not much I'm missing in this game. I think the only awards I'm missing are for the crowns, where I'm missing like 4 gold smalls and like 10 gold larges. Though I have got at least silver large on everything, and... Are you tired? You look tired. But you're not falling over. What's your deal? Yeah, see how much harder it is to get in when you try and go when he's not in the process of stretching out the tail? But yeah, if this was a Gen 4 game, those silver large crowns would be enough for the award, but it's not. So I just don't have it. Hi, Joe. Okay. So Durambros isn't enraged, and he's been here longer, so he is probably more liable to take the poop. In fact, I don't even need to poop him. He's already leaving. He read my mind. Now, the Flooded Forest, I actually feel like is a better map in Portable Third. Mainly because in Portable Third, they took out the swimming areas, which means that for monsters that don't swim, it actually becomes a much larger hunting field, which is nice because as is, like, there are 3 areas Durambros can go into, basically. And that's simply not much. I much prefer it with the dried out water areas, because, yeah, it's a bigger and I think more interesting hunting field for it. Like, again, I've got no problem with fighting aquatic monsters. I've got no problem with swimming. It's just I feel this map as a whole is improved by the removal of water because it makes it much more interesting to fight the land monsters in. Whereas removing the water in the deserted island didn't really change much. It removed 2 zones and just slightly enlarged the beach in 1 zone. And those are the only changes made so that the deserted island could be dry. And those don't make land combat any more interesting, and they just remove water combat. So that map actually suffers for the loss of water, in my opinion. But this map is actually dramatically improved by it. And I find it interesting that both of those things can happen. Here we go. Why you gotta do this to me, Durambros? Okay, not getting landed on. Ooh, that was close. There we go. Love getting KOs, especially with the golf swing. Just feels so good. Especially when they fall over in the same direction that your golf swing was swung. Because then it just feels so visceral, like, yeah, I just freaking knocked him over with that one swing. Feels great. I love it. That's right, it's a fake roar after he gets up. And there's Joe. Durambros is leaving, still not limping. Because Durambroses have lots and lots of HP. Also, I was doing really poorly in the beginning, so, I mean, there's that too. And now he's angry. Oh, don't you dare slam me. This is even a worse kind of slamming. But you missed! And since we're probably not going to get another KO, I'll just go for the weaker part. Oh, but I missed with the golf swing. Makes me want to cry. I'm not going to, of course, but makes me want to. Because I do not like missing with golf swings. Like, even if I don't hit the part I was going for, as long as I hit, that's what matters. Because the golf swing is just so satisfying. Oh. Ow. Yeah, I will definitely say, switch axes are better against very large Durambroses, mainly because they can reach everything. Hammer does not have the world's greatest reach. And, for example, the giant event, Rust Durambros. That thing, even a switch axe has trouble reaching any more than just the legs. I actually really like event quests that have giant or tiny monsters. They're fun. Oh, you're just gonna sit there being tired? Did you get tuckered out? Oh, jerk. You know what? Let's go ahead and just plop this right here. Oh, are you gonna knock yourself over, big guy? Or are you gonna do one of those where you somehow manage? Okay, good. Though I don't know that we can actually attack him without accidentally leaving the area. It looks like we can. But it's close. Okay, Kayamba, over here. No, Devil Joe. Isn't that always the way? Devil Joe shows up, ruins all your plans. Okay, we need to sharpen. That's right, Durambros can go that way. And thankfully, it seems he actually skips over my least favorite of the land areas in this map. Area 9, I'm not a fan of. It's too narrow. Like, this particular part of it out here is basically the only part that I'm willing to actually fight monsters in. As soon as you get into this little lush part, which does look pretty, is bad. Too narrow. And yet, that's where Rathians, like, especially pink ones in my experience, just love to hang out. And I'm not a fan of that. So, we are going to go ahead and super pound his hump to wake him up. Because super pounding things to wake him up is nice. Well, not nice, but it feels nice. To me. Not to them. And up he goes. Where he'll stop, nobody knows. And there we go. That is a Duramboros down. I love this guy. He looks really cool. The fight's fun and unique. And just the fact that he's so big is pretty neat. I like monsters that are big but manage to be fun. Like, you can't call Duramboros a boring fight exactly because of all the stuff he can do. Like, sure, it takes a while because of his HP, but, like, look at that face. But yeah, it's neat. I like it. Because he does more than just what you'd expect. Like, when he throws himself around. That's not something you would expect looking at this guy, but the way he moves and does it, it makes sense. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. And just, yeah, it's a cool monster. I like it. I'm glad it's back in Gen, especially because now there's aerial style, so you can get up there and ride him. And also so that you can sometimes hit the humps even when he's not knocked over. And hooray for worthless charms. Oh yeah, that was a big Duramboros. Not my biggest. And it always saddens me when I see two different sizes of Silver Crown, because it's like, damn it, one of those could have been gold. But no, it was silver. Yeah, I'm just going to check my guild card real quick, because I am pretty sure... Oh yeah, there's my weapon usage. It's... Wow! Apparently my last hunt in the last episode, the Uragon, was my 1500th use of Switch Axe in this game. Neat. Yeah. Got that, but still need the Gold Crown Awards. And that's it. So yeah, I'm missing very, very few gold smalls. But quite a few gold larges. So yeah, there's 3 there, 2 here, so 5, 8, 9. 9 gold larges, and 4 gold smalls. And I mean, sure, I could have used the glitch to try and get the gold larges and gold smalls, where you have someone post quests until a gold large or gold small shows up, and then have them quit without saving, and then just keep having them post a quest, because it saves their, basically their size seed. And then you can easily get all the gold larges and gold smalls in this game, but that feels too dirty. I'm not going to do it. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Join us next time when we fight another of my favorite monsters in this game, and one that isn't coming back in Generations. See you then, friends.